So we have Future POS here. This is the main sign-in screen for all the servers, managers, bartenders, anyone who's using this as a clock in and clock out punch clock as well. On the main screen here we have our sign-in keys where we can manually enter our clerk number and then sign in, or if you have a swipe card reader you can simply just swipe in and it'll bypass the screen. On the left hand side here you'll see a white screen with a whole bunch of data. This is just custom data that you can put in what you want, so maybe your daily specials or just custom messages to the servers or anyone signing in, or you can just remove it altogether and have a logo of your business. This whole screen it's just a template that we use. It can be customized to however you want it to be, so just so you're aware of that. So what we're going to do is we're going to sign in, and we're just going to sign in as a server right now. So we're going to sign on, and what it comes up and shows you is basically the main screen for punching in your orders. So along the top here you see to go, air correct, next seat, send order, print check, print separate, settle check, cash, check description, so on. And those are all kind of the quick keys that servers will use on an ongoing basis through the night. Those are the most commonly used ones. Along the bottom here we can see that we have appetizer, sandwich, entree, beverage, delivery, beer, wine, and this is just a demo system that we use. So this is how we've created this particular menu up. So we've categorized it by actual food and beverage. We can set it up however you want and however your menu calls for it. Along the bottom you can see there's a bunch of extra buttons which are just blank. So if you have more, we can add more. If you want less, we can add less. This whole screen is customizable, so we can change anything around to match your look and feel as well as your menu. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you here. Appetizer, you see on the right, it shows all your appetizer items. If you go to sandwiches, it'll show all your sandwiches. It'll color code them if you want it. Makes it a little bit easier for servers to identify what they need. Beer, you can see all the beer here. We've actually, these buttons we can associate an image with them. So we've just put all the images to all the beers. We have wine, cocktail, liquor. We have the user menu. These are just kind of extra features that a server might use, and then we have the supervisor menu. And you can see that it's asking us for a password or a swipe card. So basically it's anyone who doesn't have privileges set up in the back office, they would need a manager to come and enter their code or swipe to get back there, and we'll go into that a little bit later. On the right hand or on the left hand side you'll see this is where your actual your current check that you've selected will show up with all your food. In the middle, this is where all your different tables will appear, so you can easily toggle through all of your different tables that you have. Or we can go to the table map. So if you choose new table, it'll show up a map of our restaurant here. And along the bottom you can see that there's main room, and we can actually have tons of different rooms if you want as well. So if you have 4 different rooms, we can have an area for each one. So on the main room here we're just going to choose a table, and you can see that it shows up in the little toggle menu here. If we were to choose another table, it would just add on to that. So it makes it really convenient for servers because of the fact that if they have, let's say, 10 different tables, they can quickly just toggle through all these different tables instead of going to the new table and then searching for their table. So it just makes it a little bit more fast and efficient for them, increasing how many drinks or how many tables they can turn a night. So as a server, we're just going to enter a couple items here. So we're going to do a baked artichoke, mushroom caps. We'll do an entree. Actually, we'll just do a beer, a couple beers there, and then we'll send our order. And now that order has been sent. So if we went back to our table, you can see that it shows up there, and it's got all these green dots next to it. That's just to tell the server that the item's actually been sent to the kitchen or to the bar printer or wherever it's been assigned to. If we were to choose the other seat, we could do the exact same thing, add a couple items on there. And then we'll send the order there. Now what we're going to do is I'm just going to show you the features along the top of the menu here. So basically we have the to-go button. So this is just basically telling the kitchen if there's a to-go order, and so they can bag it up appropriately. We have error correct. Now error correct is used for if a server maybe mispunches something, and then they can quickly select it and error correct it. It would turn into a void function that you would need to do if the actual order's been sent to the kitchen already. So you can't error correct an item that's already been sent to the kitchen. That would be a void, and I'll show you that a little bit later. We can error correct multiple items by selecting them, so you don't have to just go choose your item, go error correct, choose your item, error correct. We can just quickly choose them all and error correct them that way. Next seat. So Future gives us a really innovative way and a really easy way to actually split bills or assign food to different seats. So we can quickly add a couple of seats here. I'm just going to error correct that to go, and now we have 4 seats made up. So if we want to assign different items to those different seats, we can quickly do that, and you can see how fast and easy that was. On a lot of other systems, if you didn't have the bill split up already, you'd have to remove all the items and then add the seats on first and then assign the order to those specific seats there. But this way it's really quick and really easy. At any time we can choose an item, choose which seat goes to it, so it's really fast. Send order, we've gone already. Print check, that'll just basically print a one bill for the whole table for us. You can do that multiple times over the period. Print separate will actually print you, in this case, 4 different checks, so 1 for each seat. Settle check. This is where we would settle the check, take their cash, Visa, MasterCard, whatever they're doing. If we were to settle this check, we'll just press that, and it'll ask us which seats we want to settle. So we can do 1 seat, 2 seats, 3 seats, all 4, maybe just select 2 different seats combined. So in this case we'll just do seat 1, go OK, and it'll say our total right here is $6.50. So we can go cash, they paid us $6.50 cash, and now you can see seats 1's gone. So we'll just settle that check again, and then we'll settle all 3 of them, and we can see the total for the table is $20.12. The split amount at the top here, this is just a quick easy way for the server to see what it would be split 3 ways, because you have a lot of people saying, oh, we're just going to split it between the 3 of us, so she doesn't have to get her cash or calculator out at all. We can do multiple tenders here as well, so if they had $5 cash, you can see it comes up on the tenders. We can do $15 Visa, and maybe the rest just on check. And you can see now the table's cleared off our menu, so it's been paid for, it's gone, and we just have this remaining seat here. Cash, this is just a quick key for the cash. It's the same as using the settle check and then the cash button here. Check description. This is really useful for, let's say that you have a UFC fight night, or maybe you have a guy who's just sitting at the bar, you know his name, or maybe he has a red cap on. You can quickly identify his actual table just by doing red cap. So you can see on the toggle screen here it shows red cap. So it's an easy way, especially if you have 10 different tables in the toggle menu, to easily identify that guy, or you can call him John or whatever you want. Works great for those UFC fight nights where the guy doesn't really have an assigned table at all. He's more or less a floater, he goes everywhere, so you can easily identify him that way. Enter comments. This is a great one. Maybe you have someone who has a food allergy, or who has really a weird customer request. You can just say, okay, this guy wants the calamari. You choose that, enter comments, and spice. He wants it really spicy. So you can see it shows right below the calamari there. So when you were to send that order, it would be sent to the kitchen or the bar printer, so the cook can easily identify that with them. I'm going to show you a little bit of extra features on the actual modifiers here in pop-up windows. The really old school way of how servers would enter items, it's more or less a really difficult way on the older systems or even other POS systems where you would choose your entree here. So I'll just redo it here. So we'll do a veal Oscar, and then would come up and ask you which side entree you want. So we would choose soup, then we'd have to press OK. When you have some items where it has a lot more options, choose salad, OK, then it would come up and ask you again what salad dressing, OK, and then maybe it would come up and ask you another side. Where Future's really innovative with this is they've come up with this pizza style modifier screen, which basically puts every option into one screen for you. So it eliminates the keystrokes in half, because you don't have to go rare, okay, then the next menu, onions, okay, baked potatoes, okay. We can quickly choose everything on one screen. So medium rare with sauteed onions, and then pasta. And then we'll go okay, and it's asking us for a pasta modifier, so plain. So again, making it quick and easy for us. Speed is definitely what we're looking for here. If we can turn an extra table a night, definitely the system is going to pay itself off for just in that regards. We've done the same thing when it comes to cocktails or liquors. I'll show you on the liquor here. So if someone ordered a Beefeater, and it would come up, and of course all these screens are customizable with your menu, so just because you see this, it doesn't mean what it is. We can change anything around, add items, remove items, add new screens in themselves. So we're going to choose a mix with cranberry juice. We want it as a shot, and then a garnish with a lemon. And then you can see here that all that shows up. So when that's sent to the bar printer, all that information will be handy, so the server doesn't have to go to the bartender and tell her exactly what they need, or they don't have to enter all the comments in, because that can be really time consuming. We also have an open liquor button here, so maybe if you don't have a drink that we've pre-set up for you, you can just choose an open liquor and say $5. And then of course you can attach a comment to that. So maybe if it's a special shot or just a custom one that they've created there. On the user screen here, this is really kind of more or less advanced options that a server might use in a night. They're not the most commonly used options, that's why they're not along the top here. For this demo, Brian, we're going to remove a lot of these, the ones that we don't use, like the sell bank, sell these guys here, verify license, pre-auth, change trips, all this kind of stuff, so we'll discuss that. So on the user menu here, we have a lot of buttons that you see here. Because of the flexibility with Future POS, we can remove buttons here, we can add buttons. Just because you see something here doesn't mean that it's here for good. These are just ones that were in the demo menu, so if there's different functions or different features that we want to add, we can do them here. In regards to password protecting anything, we can password protect, similarly what you saw on the supervisor screen, to any one of these buttons if we so choose. So maybe if you don't want anybody being able to join a table or unjoin a table, we can set up a security code for this actual one. It's not a code per se, it's more or less an access. So maybe the server has an access of level 3, and then you need a level 4 for the join tables there. Employee discount, manager discount, these are just quick discount buttons here. We can preset these up however you want. We can have employee discounts, managers discounts, team discounts if you offer that, employee discounts, so we can set it up however you want. Join tables, unjoin tables, sell GC and show GC balance. So probably the biggest benefit of Future POS is that it includes every module that Future POS has ever come out with. A lot of other POS companies on the market right now, they have modular based systems, so they basically sell you a base package, and if you want gift cards, you have to buy their module for that. If you want QuickBooks integration, you have to buy a module. If you want customer database, that's another module. Future POS wraps everything up into one package, so even if you don't use the gift certificates right now, you can always use it down the road, and it's not going to be any more cost to you. Sell GC and show GC. This is a great feature for any restaurant to use. I know a lot of people use they just write gift cards on paper, and of course it's an accounting nightmare, or the gift cards get lost or whatever. This automates everything for them. And what we do with a lot of customers is we provide them, or we sell them, or you can get them from eBay or anything, is just little swipe cards. And what a lot of people do is they take them to printers and they get their logo printed on them, similar to what Earl's or the Keg or Tim Hortons would do for that case. So let's say I'm just going to cash this check out. Just can make it a little bit cleaner here. And we're going to do a new table. So basically we're doing a new cell. So let's say a customer came in and they wanted to buy a gift card for $50. You would basically come into the user menu and you'd sell GC, and it's asking you enter a gift certificate amount. So maybe this is for $50. Okay, so basically it's on the check as an item would be, and simply all you do is you'd settle the check, and let's say he's paying $50 cash. This screen's going to come up, enter the gift certificate number. So if you have a swipe card reader on your POS station, then you can quickly just swipe the card. If you don't, you can always just have a custom number that you assign to it. So we'll just say this card number is 15. So it's done, it's paid for. So now this guy has a card worth $50. So the next time he comes in, so new table, we'll sell a couple things to him here, and he settles his check. So his balance is $28.89, and he wants to pay with his gift card. So it's asking you for the gift card number. In this case, we would just swipe their gift card if you had a swipe card reader. In this case, we assigned it card 15. And you can see his remaining balance on the gift card is $21.11. So quickly, you've accepted his gift card there. Benefit to gift cards is that out of everybody who buys them, 80% people redeem them, 20% of people never redeem them. So whether they lose it, they forget about it, that's just pure profit for you. And most of the time, those people bringing that gift card in are also spending more than the gift card is worth. So you're increasing your revenue that way, and of course they're bringing people with them as well. So we'll go back to the user screen here. Repeat round. This is, if nobody's using this right now, this is a very quick and easy way, especially for new servers, to be able to repeat around. So we're just going to do a couple another seats here. Just assign this to this. So let's say that she sent this order and she came back to this table, and all these guys were like, yeah, can I get another blue oyster? Can I get another lox? Can I get another calamari? Can I get another clams? So the server would just simply highlight those items, go to the user menu, and repeat their round. And you've seen that it's sold all of those items. A big benefit to this is that new servers, they're not familiar with the system, so it's more of a training aspect for them. So in order for them to resell all those without the repeat round, they would have to go in and figure out, okay, appetizer, blue oyster, oh there it is, blue oyster. And then they say, okay, lox, and then they have to find the lox. Really good for customized drinks. So if you have a drink that you've sold like this, the repeat round will quickly resell that and all of its modifiers attached to it. So it makes it really quick and really easy for them. And again, it's selling more drinks, turning more tables, increasing your revenue. On the user screen here, we have drink help. So drink help is kind of a little recipe book that you can use for drinks. You can use it for your appetizer. You can use it for any of your food items. Great for when people come in and they say, can you make me an alien? And this bartender has no idea. They can quickly come here, say, oh, there's alien. They can quickly print it out, and it'll print on your receipt printer there, and then they have it. Works great for entrees if someone has a food allergy and they want to know exactly what's in the burger you make. You can quickly come here, choose it, print it off, give it to the customer, and they can see it. You can add to that, you can remove from it, you can edit it, whatever you want to do. employee cash out and cashier reports. This is where they can quickly come and do it. A lot of the time when a server would sign out at night, it would automatically do it. That's how we kind of set it up for them. Supervisor screen. When you sign into the supervisor screen, obviously you'd need a swipe card, or you would need their supervisor code. This is only used for people that don't have access to it. If we were to sign off and we were to sign in as a manager, so it's asking us, employee must be clocked in before signing on. Do you want to clock in? It only asked us that because we didn't clock in originally. So if we were to clock in first and we were signed on, perfect, now we're in. And you can see that because we've signed in as a manager, it's automatically defaulted us to the supervisor screen here. If we were to sign back in as a server, it defaults us to the appetizer. If we were to sign into as a bartender, it'll take us to the bar screen. So we've in the back end of the system, we've defined where we want the start screen to be per job code. So that's, I just want to let you know that as well. So we've signed in here, and we're on the supervisor screen, and here are all the supervisor functions that you would use. Again, we can add to these, remove these. At the top we have a void item here. So unlike the error correct, the void can only be done after the item has been sent to the kitchen. So here we know it's been sent to the kitchen because it has that gray little dot. If we were to choose that item, void it, it's going to turn it red. And if we were to send that, basically we'd send to the kitchen with a void, telling the kitchen to void it. We can cancel the sale altogether. We can recall a check by a number. So if we have a chit in front of us with a table number, we can recall it that way. We can recall it from a list as well. Negative sale mode is just it's basically a refund. Forgive tax, basically forgives the tax if you want it to. Discount help, closing help, shutdown help, credit card batch. These are all just help files that we've custom created. You could have one calling closing duties, or maybe if there's servers that always come up to you and ask you specific things on how to do, and you always keep answering them same question, you can create a little help file here for them. So the next time they ask you how to do something, you just say, oh, go to the POS and click the help button there. So that's a nice innovative feature there. Today's sales, we have we can quickly on the fly we can look at what are today's sales. They'll break it up into department for us. They'll give us all our totals, our media breakdowns. Yesterday's sales would do the same thing. Open checks, you can basically see what all the open checks are system wide. Training mode, this is great for when you're training new people. Basically they can ring through sales as normally. It won't affect your sales for the end of the day. We can have it either print to the kitchen or not print to the kitchen, whatever you want. So that's pretty a quick rundown of the features of the front end here. Very powerful, very innovative. We can change things around however you want. The main thing that we're trying to achieve here is, of course, accuracy, speed, turning more tables, increasing your revenue here. I'm just going to quickly show you the back office. So this is the back office. Of course, it's password protected. You can allow only limited people or just yourself or whatever you want. I'm not going to get too in depth with this just because there is a lot to this. I just want to show you the most commonly used features that you'd probably use in the day. Quickly being able to change an item is what a lot of people ask me about. So under the most used screen here, these are the most used functions that maybe we might use in the back end. If we go down to item maintenance, and let's choose baked artichoke. So right now we see all the information about the baked artichoke. Right here we have our default price of $7.50. We can quickly change that to $9.99, save that, and it's been done system wide. On a lot of other systems out there, basically you'd have to restart every terminal, they'd all have to reboot. Here we've quickly done it and it's taken effect immediately. So $9.99, there we go. exit out of this menu here. Gift card maintenance. This is basically where you can program all the features of your gift card. You can issue cards here. You can destroy gift cards. So remember the one we created, which was 15. We'll find that one and we'll destroy it. So if you're familiar with the Windows, this is pretty easy to navigate around. It looks like any other application that you would use. Everything's on the top menu items here. I want to quickly show you some of the sales that it can generate for you. One of the biggest ones that you would use would be the sales by range report. So this is something you can use on a nightly basis just to see all your sales. It's very flexible. It's very flexible in the way you can generate your report. So you have a start date, an end date, a starting time, and end time. You can do a week, month, year if you want. So it'll store all your information, and unlike cash registers, it'll store it for a long period of time. You don't have to do your Z daily or Z monthly anymore. So we'll choose the 19th, we'll choose the 21st. We'll select all of the terminals that we want included in this report. You can generate maybe reports just for a single terminal if you wanted to. You can don't show canceled sales, don't show training mode sales, so you can get really in depth with this. So there we've generated a report for the date range that we wanted. It'll show us all our breakdowns and everything like that. It'll show us canceled sales, media breakdowns, what you sold per breakfast, lunch, dinner, night, and that's kind of just one of the reports that it can generate for you. There's a lot of reports there. It goes really in depth. The activity report is kind of one of my favorite ones as well. Again, you can have a start date, an end date. We'll choose all the employees, and you can actually search specific activities that they're doing. So let's say that you had someone who was trying to get into the back office. So we'll just go back into here, and they were just trying to guess a code. Invalid code, invalid code, and then when you were to generate a report based on that, we would choose the activity of bad passwords entered. And it'll actually show us, oh hey, this server tried to enter a bad code numerous times within a specific maybe 30 seconds. So you can kind of put the pieces together there. And you can run an activity of any type of activities here. So clock in, clock out. So it's really useful down the road as you learn the software. You'll learn all these little things as well. The other report is electronic journal report. This is a very powerful report. You can quickly, again, choose your start date and end date. You can sales to include, so all sales, or maybe just canceled sales, maybe just voided sales, refunded sales. So we'll just choose all sales right now. And I'll show you all the sales that were done during the day, the amount tendered, the media, and we can actually drill into these ones. So if we wanted to look at a specific sale, so this one here, we would click it, just double tap or double click it, and it'll come up and it'll show us what was on this receipt, what was the subtotal, if any coupons were applied or any discounts. And we can actually drill again into double clicking this and seeing more information about the specific item. If anybody, it's really powerful in the regards that you can view the line detail, you can view the sale header, so it'll give you a lot of power over how you want to view your reports. So basically, in a nutshell, that is future POS. Thanks a lot.